Sarah Jenkins. I was in RTA Sport Media and I graduated in 2018. I think the most valuable skill that I learned in sport media was just teamwork. It's really easy in university to work on an island on essays and everything, but what RTA did differently is you do almost all your projects as group projects, which is what the real world is. You work with a team every single day, whether you're working a corporate bank job or you're working in broadcasting, you are working with other people. So learning how to deal with other personalities, even people that you might not even get along with, but you are working together, like those are all skills that will just help propel your career once you are out of school, because being able to work with different types of people is honestly like one of the biggest skills. I started making TikToks because I actually experienced my first layoff in the industry in December of 2019 before the pandemic really hit. And then once the pandemic hit, I lost my freelance work because obviously sports shut down. So it felt like going through a layoff twice, which was a lot to go through. But I needed like a purpose, which sounds so lame, but I literally needed like a reason to get up in the morning. So I decided to make TikTok my priority, and I was seeing like decent growth. So I was like, okay, this is an emerging platform. There's an opportunity here to learn it and just further build whatever I am. And then I figured I could like use that as a way to get a job later. I could use it as a virtual resume essentially. So then I mandated myself 3 videos a day when we were in like peak COVID in March 2020. And then it just started picking up. I hit 10,000 followers in the first few weeks. And then I just continued. And then I came out of it in like July when I started my full-time job here at the CBC. And I had like this whole other life, basically. I felt like I had like these 2 sides of my life. There was my producer, sport media Sarah, and then there was TikTok Sarah. So now I live somewhere in the middle of both of those all the time. I keep them pretty separate, but I say it's my Hannah Montana life that I have both. The funniest part about the extra hour is that concept came to me when I got a 2-week freelance gig with my boss in March of 2020. I knew this studio was being built, and I pitched to him that you're going to need somebody once the world opens in 2 weeks, like we thought it would. And in my initial, like just dumping everything from my brain onto a Google document, the extra hour was one of them, because I looked at the broadcast schedule and saw we do 23 hours of programming. That sounds so lame. It's like being like 99% something. Like, let's like just try and say that we have live coverage 24 hours a day, and we could be the reason that gets filled. And the fun part about it was we got to come in and just like make the show whatever we wanted every single day. And I honestly hadn't had that since I was at Ryerson. Like the only other time in the working world that you get to like make whatever you want is if you're in charge. And luckily I was in charge of this project. So I kind of got to go, well, we're just going to throw past at the wall and see what sticks. So that was the really fun part, because it truly was just like so creative. We got to do whatever we wanted. And because there was no sponsorship, no expectations really, we could like really have fun with it. And yeah, being nominated for CSA was amazing. It was the first show or digital product from this studio that's nominated, and it's in our first year of submitting for it, which was really exciting. And I just think it further shows that there is a space for this type of content, and especially being the only one in the sports, like only sports thing that's nominated in that category, which is pretty cool, just because I think people don't really think about sports that way. So I think we are slowly trying to change that.